And we are back here on Coventry United TV for the second half of this Total Motion Midland Football League Premier Division match. Dunkirk currently lead Coventry United by 1-0. Wyman with the goal. Very freakish goal that you can see on the highlights here on CUTV tomorrow morning. Second half just about to kick off with the red and greens starting. Kicking from left to right. Here we go. There is work to be done in the second 45 minutes, and that work starts right here. United on the ball with Luke Downs. Cross field to Ben Valence. Jake Holt intercepted by Appiah. Surging forward is Cameron Jones. Great run from the number 11, side to side with Valence, who comes out with the ball. Just able to hold it off from Jones. Here's Downs. Takes it inside, and a free kick to the red and greens. Downs caught by the number 9. That would be Romello Nangle. And a rather wayward free kick. And we've just been told actually by a resident Sato, Harry Barnes, by the way, where are you, Harry? We have been told that, as we said, it is Gift Moose's 150th appearance for United today. 2 players have made 150 appearances. It has been confirmed now it is Chris Cox and Rob Prinzel who have made 150, and now Gift Moose added to that club as well. Here's Jamal Clark. Cannons off the head of Nangle. Concussion City for the number 9. Drifts across to the left-hand side. Here's Ronnie Hendricks into Dunkirk territory. Now Shaquille McDonald. Downs nearly caught out by Thomas, just about. Skips away from the challenge. Looks for Kervin Ellis, and a crucial slide in by Burton. Catches Ellis off guard, and it's sent into the path of Stainsby. And no, I'm not about the supermarket. Over the head of Thomas. Scuffed volley by Barnett, but it does find Downs. Ellis. Kervin Ellis. Held onto the shirt of Appiah. Valence. Couldn't quite wake the ball over the head of Burton. The big number 6 doing his job beautifully. Appiah. Forced towards the touchline and dispossessed well by Kyle Carey. Carey past Jones. And a leap in by Appiah. Referee says no foul. Wilcox switches the play. Parton nods it down. Here's Howes. Parton. Now Wyman. Richard Wyman looking for the cross. He's already got 1 goal to his name today. Can he have a hand in a second? It cannons off Downs right in the corner for a throw-in to Dunkirk. Howe with a step over, trying to trick his way past Musa, which he's done. Opens up space for Wyman. Wyman towards the far post, header by Jones, keeps it in and fired over the woodwork by Romello Nangle. If he had kept that down, it would have been a tall order for Brendan Bunn to keep it out. Jones cushioning it down beautifully for the Dunkirk number 9, who couldn't quite apply the finishing touch. Barnett. Off the head of Howes, and it has just enough legs on it to retreat to Stainsby. Howes drills it forward. Daryl Thomas. Now it's McKenna Parton. Nodded on by Nangle towards Parton again. Clark with a headed clearance. Burton sends it back where it came from. Luke Downs nodded it down for United. Musa quickly passes to Kyle Barnett. Out of play for the throw. Just down line from the Coventry United penalty area. Taken by Howes. To the feet of Parton. Down line to Howes once more. Can't keep it in play. It's a throw in right in the corner to the red and greens. They've got to get this one right, otherwise they're going to hand possession straight back to Dunkirk. 5 minutes of the second half played here on CUTV. Remains Dunkirk 1, Coventry United 0, and a free kick for a push on Kerwin Ellis. Barnett trying to take it quickly, but prevented from doing so by Darryl Thomas. Latest score from the Pirelli Stadium in League One. Burton Albion 0, Coventry City 0, still the current score. Now United would wish it was still scoreless here. Well, they probably wish that they were in front, but scores would do at the moment. House. Head straight to the feet of Luke Downs. A crucial leaping header by Wilcox keeps it away from Carey, who may well have been offside anyway. Cameron Jones blocked off from the ball beautifully by Ben Valance. Rolls it into the centre with Downs. Musa. Sidesteps Wyman. Hendricks. Now Carey. Looks like United playing a flat 4-4-2 at the moment. Downs. Now it's with Ben Valance. Pyre able to get his body between the ball and the player. And Burton finishes the job with a powerful punt. Nangle. Now Tom Carroll. It's a race between Barnett and Thomas. A race that Barnett wins. A low clearance by Bunn, but it allows Hendricks to run onto it on the ground. Ronnie Hendricks. Ellis. Holt. Now Carey. Precise short-range passing from Coventry United. Kyle Carey sets himself up. Took it too far. It's a leap in by Appiah. Stumble from Nangle, but he does claim the ball. Carroll. Closed down by Downs, but gets it away. But the pressure from Downs forces Carroll into a mistake, and the loose ball is intercepted by Ronnie Hendricks. Taking on Wyman. Cross charge down by the Dunkirk number 4. The Red and Greens have the throw. They're in the right area. They need the right result. Barnett's cross. And it was across the face of goal by Appiah that swung clear by Wilcox. Well, Dunkirk on the verge of a rare victory. Third from bottom in the Total Motion Midland Football League Premier Division table. A victory for United could take them up to 9th if results go their way. The pass from Gift Musa, not quite what Ben Vance would have liked, but it is a throw. And United will try and box in their opposition in this area of the park. No sign of any changes for the Red and Greens thus far, but they do have some attacking options on the bench, including Aaron Solomon, Joe Cairns and Luke Jones. Of course, Shane Nicholson and Brad Caswell amongst the subs too. Downs picks up the attempted volley pass by Appiah. Howes to Appiah again, drifting into the centre. First time pass by Thomas to the right. Now Wyman. Musa cuts off his path. Wyman gets the pass away. Waited perfectly for Thomas, but that first touch lets him down. If Thomas had have got that first touch right, he would have had the whole goal to aim at. And only Bunn standing between him and a second for Dunkirk. But Wyman with an outstanding pass. He's had a brilliant game today, the Dunkirk number 4. Scorer of the only goal so far. A lucky goal it was, but a goal nonetheless. In goes Downs on Appiah. Threads it through for Kyle Carey. On the verge of entering the penalty area, Carey halts his run. Blocked up by several red shirts. Carey's cross. A little too powerful from the former Sky Blues youngster. Now surging away. Howes. And a barge by Kyle Barnett, all fair according to the ref. Takes it away from Nangle. And now Barnett on a surging run, a trademark of his. But he runs straight into Wyman. Thomas to Tom Carroll, the pass behind Wyman. throw to Hendricks. And there is going to be a Coventry United substitution here. Aaron Solomon, the former Solihull Moors midfielder, ready to go. Cross headed up by Buxton, but McDonald hits the side of the net. And the referee will allow the change now. Jake Holt, the man to come off. So it appears that Kyle Carey will drift into a more central role. And Solomon will take his place alongside McDonald and Ellis up front. So Solomon taking his place on the bench today after 90 minutes on Tuesday against AFC Wolverhampton. That 2-1 win. United's second away victory of the season. They're going to have to go some to get a third today. It's the second of 4 consecutive away league games. The goal kick from Stainsbury knotted out by, I think that was Jamal Clark who got it out. Parton's pass intercepted, but Barnett lunges in, and that will be a free kick. Nangle and Parton both racing to the ball, and we are going to see a yellow card for Carl Barnett. I believe the first yellow card of the day. Barnett taking one for the team. A desperate act. A second goal for Dunkirk. Could really put the cat amongst the pigeons. Cameron Jones with his eyes on it, but it could well be the scorer of goal number 1, Richard Wyman. Dunkirk told to prepare for the rebounds. Wyman will hope that rebounds are not necessary and he can find the net first time round. Wyman is in fact going to leave it for Cameron Jones. Straight into the wall. Carl Carey making the block, comes back out to Jones. Takes it past Musa, not Carey, and punted away by Jamal Clark. Now it's Dunkirk under pressure, but not for long. Wyman takes it down the right hand side. He may have hit that one too hard. He has indeed. And it's out of play for the throw. Goes up line only onto the head of Howes. Thomas. Carroll beaten to it by McDonald. Carey down the centre, sees options right. Finds its way to Ronnie Hendricks, who swapped wings with Ben Valance. Pass beyond Musa, rolls past the side of the midfielder. It's Carroll clearing. Onto the head of Valance in the centre circle. Here's Shaquille McDonald. Carey. Heads to the ground, referee says no foul. Wilcox was behind him, so according to the ref, made no contact. Wyman punts it upfield, Clark able to hold off Nangle, and that allows Bunn to race up his line and deal with it. Too close for comfort for Bunn. Clark, United looking to build from the back once more. Shaquille McDonald slips. And it's back with Dunkirk and Howes. Hendricks with the one-on-one challenge on Parton. And we could well be seeing a change for Dunkirk coming up. The substitutes board being prepared. Throw up line to Parton. On Hendricks, a barge from behind by Kyle Carey. Referee didn't like the look of that. On the right corner of the Coventry United penalty area, Dunkirk have the opportunity to double their money. 15 minutes gone, still Dunkirk 1, Coventry United 0 in the Total Motion Midland Football League Premier Division. Wyman is on set piece duty. He's got Carroll In fact, Carroll's going to come across and take it. Tom Carroll sends it in. Out comes Bunn. Gathers it the second time of asking. And quickly volleys it upfield. And Shaquille McDonald racing Sainsbury to the ball. The goalkeeper claims it. Boots it into touch. And it bounces out of bounds and out of the stadium. So it will be a Coventry United throw. Ellis backs into Appiah. Valence. United's path blocked on that right flank, but they have got another throw out of it. Cameron Jones diverting it over the white line. Ellis nods it down. Solomon beaten to it by Appiah, but Appiah's got to find his way out of this. Jones. United throw again. Jones trying to send it out of play off Valence, but it's come off Jones last. Run up with the throw from Ben Valence towards Ellis at the near post. Flicked on by Ellis. Here's Aaron Solomon, who is back to goal. Lays it off for Valence again for a second crossing opportunity. Valence drills it in. It's blocked off well by Carroll. And Cameron Jones mops up the mess and volleys it away. But then in goes Nangle, taking advantage of Kyle Barnett. But a slide in on Nangle according to the referee. Hendricks got the ball. And there's a slide in on Kyle Carey this time, as House takes out the trailing leg of the young attacker. And there is going to be a second yellow card of the match, and that is going to the Dunkirk number 2, Joel Howes. A handshake between the two players. No hard feelings, obviously, between Howes and Carey. The United players heading down line to train. Looks like Cairns and Jones trying to go through their paces. Carey dusts himself off and he's going to take this free kick himself. Usual suspects rating on the edge of the penalty area. Doesn't even beat the one-man wall of Nangle, but it will be picked up by Downs. Here's Aaron Solomon. Solomon tries one, dips into the hands of Sainsbury. Chances have been few and far between for both sides today, which makes it all the more important to take them. Solomon trying his luck from long range on target, but it was never going to catch out the Dunkirk keeper. Thomas battles the ball away from Valence, opens up space for Cameron Jones. Jones with the cross inside Thomas, and Carroll couldn't keep it down. Dunkirk once more coming closer, putting the game to bed. A powerful hit. Still has the imprints of the laces of Tom Carroll on the ball. Howes cross easily gathered at the near post by Brendan Bunn, and Bunn immediately looks to get United on the front foot. It's thrown to the right hand side now with Aaron Solomon looking to take on Appiah. He's all alone here and he fights his way past Appiah. Appiah trying to hang on to the arm of the former Solihull Moors midfielder Musa. Solomon, it's just out of reach of Shaquille McDonald. Again, McDonald slipping on that rather leafy area in the penalty area. It was a fantastic free ball by Solomon, but McDonald just a tenth of a second too slow. Stainsbury's kick brought down the second time asking by Parton. Nangle on the right hand side tries to cut in. His path blocked up by and Luke Downs. Finds Carroll, tries a lofted ball to Thomas, winning the air by Carey. Solomon with the header. Kyle Carey slides in on a player, gets the ball. Aaron Solomon caught by the slide of Carroll. Carroll trying to anticipate the path of the ball, but it was diverted by a deflection. And the referee again going to his book. I'd say that's a pretty harsh booking. And it is a yellow card for Carroll. The referee has become very card happy in the last 10 minutes. Well, some referees do set themselves rules that they're not going to bring out the card until the second half. That's exactly what this official is doing. No yellow cards in the first half. In the first 20 minutes of the second, we've already seen 3. Valance lofts it towards the left-hand side of the penalty area. Leaping header. McDonald tries to get to the seconds. Carroll gets there first, but Barnett should control the ball on the left touchline. He needs support though. He's got Carey down line. Couldn't hold off Thomas forever. The house pass up the right flank is collected by Downs. Hendricks dinked into the centre circle with Ben Valance. Solomon's ready for him, as is McDonald. Sent to the right with Solomon. Solomon with a cross. McDonald's in there, and it's punched by Stainsby. Cameron Jones, heavy first touch, allows Solomon on to it. It's Aaron Solomon looking for an option there. Curving there, couldn't quite get the shot away. Here's Jamal Clark retaining possession for the Red and Greens. Barnett onto the right again with Aaron Solomon. Bit of push there by Apaya. He's held up by the fullback. The cross is tame and cleared by Cameron Jones. And now a chance for Nangle. Held by Hendricks. Loose ball collected by Downs. Valance. Throw in Coventry United. The Dunkirk management calling for it themselves, but it took a final touch of Thomas. Valance tries to take the throw a few yards further up than he should have. And is asked to take a step back, which he does. Here's a 1-2 with Solomon. Back to Solomon. Jumps away from the challenge. Solomon in. Collected by Sainsbury before Carey could collect it in the penalty area. 25 minutes of normal time remaining here at the Ron Steele Sports Ground. Coventry United still trail Dunkirk by 1-0. A goal in the 90th second. Yes, you heard me right. 90th second from Wyman. Musa collects the ball from Wyman's lofted pass. Solomon gets in there ahead of Carroll. Valance looking for Ellis. Pyer able to outmuscle the big man. It's not often you can say that. Jamal Clark plays it safe and plays it right with Ben Valance. Side steps past Jones. Switches the play. Carey misjudges the header. But he will claim the ball back from Howes. Now it's Ronnie Hendricks. Slides it in. Aaron Solomon trying to take advantage of the touch by Apaya. United still can't quite get that ball towards Stainsby's goal. Multiple blocks in there. McDonald and Solomon both going for the ball and still can't find the way past the back line. Solomon, handball claims, penalty! The crossing from the right-hand side by Aaron Solomon clearly deflected out up the arm of Richard Wyman. Solomon immediately grabs the ball and says, lads, I've got this. Stainsby has to make himself a hero here to maintain his clean sheet and Dunkirk's lead. Aaron Solomon to take it. There was no doubt in his mind. This was his spot kick. Will it be his goal? Oh, you bet it will! Sends Stainsby the wrong way and the Red and Greens are back in business in Nottingham. It's Dunkirk 1, Coventry United 1, off the bench and on the mark. Aaron Solomon levels it up.
It was never a penalty neither.
It was.
It was never a fucking penalty, you.
Excuse me, can you not swear on the commentary, please?
Why is that?
Because we're actually on live on YouTube here, so you can please not...
sorry, mate, but
yeah.
It wasn't a penalty.
Thank you.
Who scored for that, please?
It was Aaron Solomon with the goal.
Solomon, who answered it? Do you know?
So it came off the arm of Wyman, the number 4 for Dunkirk.
With an handball.
It certainly was a handball. It did come off the arm of Wyman. From what I saw, it was an outstretched arm by Wyman. The cross from Aaron Solomon was blocked by the outstretched arm. Again, we do apologise on YouTube if you do hear any swearing here. A rather passionate fan, shall we say, who has thankfully calmed down now with a rather strong opinion, shall we say. So we do apologise for that. If you do hear any swearing, it's not from us. Let's just say that. Unless we're in a really bad mood. So it is all square now. Everything's calmed down. It's 1-1. Or is it? As McDonald slots it down the left-hand side. Out comes Stainsby. Slides in and takes it out of play. And it's come off at its last. Perfect tackle from the goalkeeper. So we have 20 minutes of normal time left here on CUTV with Liam Cook. It's Dunkirk 1, Coventry United 1, and now the throw has been given to Coventry United. The initial throw up line from Harry. In fact, the referee has, no, he said he's going to take the initial throw again. It was deflected out by Wyman. The initial throw has been taken again now. And it's straight back with Stainsby now. What is the Dunkirk approach from here? They're going to try and get their lead back, or are they satisfied with a point at home? Picking up points has been a troubling task for the home side. They haven't quite taken to their new division like a duck to water, like United did last, what was it, about 3 years ago, something like that? Well, it's been a while. Dunkirk trying to push on. It's Clark who intercepts from Carroll, sends it down the right hand side. Solomon just couldn't quite get those long legs kicking in time. So Apaya leaps forward with the throw. Valance wins it in the air. Nodded on by Musa. McDonald stabs it into the centre of the park with Kervin Ellis. Carey making the run down the left-hand side. The slide in by House. Couldn't take the ball away from Carey. Crossing opportunity now for the United number 7. It's Carey. Oh, get it himself! He'll score himself! Smashing it into the bottom corner! Kyle Carey completes the turnaround! What a week it's been for Kyle Carey. He became a father last weekend. And now he has scored his 7th goal of the season. The 2nd goal for the Red and Greens. And United, in the space of, 3 second half minutes, have turned it round from the jaws of defeat to a hope of 3 points. The Red and Greens lead by 2 goals to 1. Powerful hit from Kyle Carey. 27 minutes into the 2nd half. The question is, can the Red and Greens hold on for their 3rd away league victory of the season? Carey has given them hope of doing that. It's Dunkirk 1, Coventry United 2. And there are going to be 2 Dunkirk changes here, as Cameron Jones has been taken off. I can tell you that is Lorcan Hickey coming on. George Harrison also getting ready. But who's coming off? Well, we've seen Cameron Jones come off. I didn't see who the 2nd player was. I'm sure we'll find out. We'll see if there may be some players missing from the team. Looking at it, I think it's Tom Carroll. It is indeed Tom Carroll and Cameron Jones have been replaced by Lorcan Hickey and George Harrison for Dunkirk. A final throw of the dice for the home side. In the lead just 5 minutes ago. Now trying to fight their way back into contention. So a throw in now on the left-hand side of Coventry United's half of the field. Hendricks. In the air by Wilcox. Picked on by Parton. Wyman. Cleared by Hendricks. Burton wins the header against McDonald. It's only as far as Kyle Carey. Now Kervin Ellis. Down the left. Needs options. Down line to Carey. I lofted it towards the edge of the area for Shaquille McDonald. Didn't have the legs on it. Burton to Wyman. His hopeful ball bounces awkwardly for Barnett and allows Thomas onto it for Dunkirk. But there's Luke Downs to volley it away after the flick up from Thomas. Wyman in the centre circle. Drills it down the right hand side and an acrobatic clearance overhead kick from Ronnie Hendricks. Just to take it out of play for the throw. House throw. Flicked on by the head of Parton. Thomas. Intercepted by Musa. Carey. And McDonald beaten to it by sliding Burton. But it's Kyle Carey onto it now. Longest slide it through from McDonald. Apaya beats him to the punch. And the substitute for Dunkirk sliding in to keep the ball in. Couldn't quite succeed. Despite the best efforts of Lorcan Hickey, it will be a Coventry United. I think it's going to be a goal kick. Indeed it is. So with 15 minutes of normal time to go here on CUTV, we'll be naming our CUTV player of the match in about 10 minutes time. It is a Coventry United exclusive, so it's only Coventry United players that will be considered at the request of the fans. And the kick from Bunn diverted into touch by George Harrison. Wasn't he the drummer for the Beatles? Valance gets it back from the throw. Looks for Ellis, out of reach with the big man. And Burton clears his lines. Bounces into the centre circle, and again Ronnie Hendricks using those long lanky legs to get something on it. Carey out muscles. Looking Hickin, it will be another change, a final substitution for Dunkirk. George Bosworth will be replacing Nat Apaya in the final change for the home side. United do still have 2 changes left they can make. They've only brought on Aaron Solomon. On the bench they have Shane Nicholson, Brad Caswell, Luke Jones and Joe Cairns. It looks like United are preparing a change. Coming off Dunkirk, if I can remember, it's Apaya, number 3 Apaya who's come off. So a reminder for anyone listening on YouTube, so Apaya off, and coming on again is George Bosworth, the number 17. Chested down by Valance. Dangerous tactic from Valance there as Bunn was off his line, hoping to claim that one, and it's stuck in the penalty area now. Dunkirk can't make the most of it. Bunn racing up his line to claim the loose ball, lofted from the back. Ben Valance chesting it down, turning away from Bunn and nearly giving it to Romello Nangle. Danger far from over now as Bosworth slots it across the face of goal, and inside Ben Valance to divert it out for the corner. He had to do something about that one with George Harrison lurking menacingly behind him, waiting for the scraps. United are preparing a change. It looks like Joe Cairns is getting ready to come on. They'll have to wait until after this move is finished. Headed away by Jamal Clark, the corner. Hickey. He gets it back from Nangle. Cross toward the left-hand side now. Harrison, in goes Gift Musa, but can they take it into the path of Wyman? Wyman surges down the left-hand side. It's shoulder to shoulder of the number 4s. And United come away with the ball despite Wyman trying to grab onto the arm of Musa. And Musa drills that one clear, looking for Shaquille McDonald. And the goalkeeper's going to head it towards a teammate and does so. Gets his head onto it and picked up by Howes. Howes curls it to the left, diverted out by Aaron Solomon. And United ready to make the change. And it looks like McDonald's coming off. The number 10 is on the board. It is indeed. The Shack Attack's day is turned. He was hoping to claim his 10th goal in all competitions this season. It's not going to happen yet. We'll have to wait at least another 7 days for that. But coming on for the Red and Greens, Joe Cairns, the former Walsall youngster. The throw to come from Burton, the big captain. Wyman, back to Burton. Looks like Thomas on the edge of there. A strong header by Barnett. Downs. Second time of asking brings it down, and that's Wyman getting it back from Harrison. Oh, and it just rolls past the boot of Harrison there. The attempted low-range pass by Lorcan Hickey. And Bunn takes his time in claiming it and allows Bosworth to close in. 10 minutes of normal time to go on CUTV. Dunkirk 1, Coventry United 2. It hasn't been the most controlled of fixtures. We haven't seen an awful lot of opportunities. And the ball has indeed gone out of play on this near side for a Coventry United throw. United have prized this match back from the hands of Dunkirk. Can they keep it in their possession? 10 minutes left. Can the red and greens hold on to that 2-1 advantage as Vance's throw-up line? And forward curving there, one in the air by Burton, but only as far as Luke down to the midfield of Coventry United. Lobs it to the left-hand side where Kyle Carey is waiting. Can he keep it in? Yes, he can. Hendricks up there with him. Through ball to Ronnie Hendricks. And well parried at the near post. The effort by Hendricks. A tight angle. He tried to squeeze it past Stainsby. A third goal for the Red and Greens will ensure the 3 points head home down the M1. Can they find that third goal? Clark doesn't connect with the header and it's cleared as far as Luke Downs. Solomon, as United push on once more. Aaron Solomon with the crossing on the shoot. Last time he tried to cross from that sort of range, he got a penalty from it. Solomon's cross. This time it's nothing more than a goal kick. He takes it over the white line. Stainsby's kick, the wind blows it towards the left-hand side, just about kept in by Harrison. Burton tries to find Wymark, Downs intervenes and now it's put through for Joe Cares. He's onside, but he can't find the back of the net. Ellis falls to the ground in disbelief. The Dunkirk defenders furious that the linesman's flag was not raised. Maybe Cairns had a bit too much time to think, as he slots it agonisingly wide at the far post. Give Musa commits a foul on Thomas in the centre circle, and Dunkirk have a free kick which they wanted to take quickly. The referees called it back though, and it's a good job he did, because the free kick from, I think that was Wilcox who took it, went straight out of play for the goal kick. Now we have 2 balls in the field. That issue is quickly rectified. Everyone forward for Dunkirk, everyone back for Coventry United. It's now or never for Dunkirk. It bounces harmlessly into the hands of Brendan Bunn. Not what Dunkirk needed as they press for the equaliser with just 7 minutes to go. Valance receives it short from Bunn, plays it back to Bunn, closed down by Thomas. And Bunn punts that one away. Cairns leaks for the header but can't take it away from Wilcox. Volley forward by Wyman. Referee says onside. Bosworth. Now Nangle. Tangle legs there with Hendricks. Referee again waves away protest. Hendricks did get something on the ball and sends it back towards Brendan Bunn. The appeals were more from the players than the fans. Bunn again sends it clear of danger. Ellis lets it bounce for Kyle Carey. Ellis tries the through ball to Cairns, blocked off by Wilcox. He plays a 1-2. Wilcox looks to send Bosworth on his way, but it drifts out of play for a Coventry United throw about 15 yards into their own turf. Hendricks back to Bunny, volleys clear under pressure. Handball claims, referee doesn't want to know. Harrison. Thomas threads it through. Parton, and the slide in by Jamal Clark. Coventry United able to avert disaster there as one of the Dunkirk players, and Thomas has gone down hurt. The lunge in from Jamal Clark blocking Parton from the ball. And Clark had to get that one right. He had to divert the ball away from Bunn's net. It looks like he's taking a piece of Parton with him. So as we have just 5 minutes of normal time to go here on Coventry United TV live on YouTube. It's Dunkirk 1, Coventry United 2. Today's show on CUTV is sponsored by Current, building bespoke software to increase sales and improve your business process. Head to current.it for more information. And the latest score from the Pirelli Stadium: Burton Albion 1, Coventry City 0. An own goal from Jordan Willis in the 66th minute, giving what appears to be 3 points for the Brewers, as Parton is helped off the pitch, moving rather softly, and Jamal Clark makes his apologies. But for now, Dunkirk are a man down for this attack. It remains to be seen if Parton will be able to continue. Of course, Dunkirk have made all 3 of their changes, so if Parton can't continue, in fact he's shaking his head to the bench. It looks like Dunkirk are down to 10 men here. And that is the last thing that the home side would have wanted. It appears that McKenna Parton is not going to be able to come back on. And after the United booted the ball out of play, so Parton could receive the treatment he needed. Thomas gives the ball back to Brendan Bunn, and we'll get ourselves underway once again. We'll stop for just over a minute. And indeed, Parton is lying down in the technical area, and that is the end of his game. So Dunkirk for the final 5 minutes, plus added time, are down to 10. And they are a man down too, so it's not the ideal scenario for Dunkirk when it looks so promising for them up until that equalising goal from Kyle Carey. And Carey looks to provide a third. It's into Cairns. Couldn't get a clean cut, has done it, and it's drilled wide by Solomon. The cross from Kyle Carey, an awkward height for Cairns to try and get something on. It was probably a little too low for a header, too high for a volley. He did get something on it, and ended up back with Aaron Solomon. His grounded effort flew wide. Hope is not lost though for Dunkirk, as Balance is bundled over by Nangle. Nangle blocked off though by Jamal Clark, and now United again push on in search of a third and final goal, and in leaps Wymark. Aaron Solomon thankfully is okay, and Wymark makes his apologies. But Wymark very nearly caught the leg of Solomon in between his own 2 legs. And the referee has got a decision to make here. It's likely just going to be a yellow card. It is indeed a yellow card for the scorer of Dunkirk's goal, Richard Wyman, with one of the more freakish goals you'll see on CUTV this season. Hopefully we'll see plenty of goals tomorrow in the FA Women's County Cup. Coventry United against Wolves. We are live from 2 o'clock tomorrow. Balance curls it to the right. Solomon holds off Burton. Wymark pushes in. Solomon just about able to hold off the onslaught from the Dunkirk defenders. Referee allowing play on for now. And a throw-in given to Dunkirk. Throw-up line nodded up by Valence, but it's back with Bosworth. Dunkirk trying to escape through the centre, but it's collected by Luke Downs, playing a deeper role in midfield. Here's Kyle Carey. Ellis, with his back to the box, he's got to turn and try and cross. Ellis covered up by Wilcox and Howes, but he's evaded both of them. Kerwin Ellis all the way to the byline. Aaron Solomon, path blocked by Howes. Standing strong challenge. It's back with the red and greens. Here's Kyle Carey. Solomon. So 2 number 14s going head to head. Solomon and Hickey. Carey shields the ball from Wyman. Downs all the way back to Brendan Bunn. We are in the final 30 seconds of normal time here on CUTV. And Bunn's kick falls to Joe Caird, who cuts in from the right hand side of the penalty area. Had a go himself, but it's a smart save by Stainsby. And Dunkirk pushing on down the left-hand side with Hickey. Lopped it forward for Nangle. Nangle sneaks in behind Jamal Clark. Clark was holding the number 9 and the referee gives the free kick right on the edge of the penalty area on the left. George Harrison given the task to provide a headed opportunity for Dunkirk. A two-man wall of Aram Solomon and Ben Valance prepares. Brendan Bunn checks, but he's okay on the near side. Now he's got to watch the action in the penalty area. Harrison towards that far post. Headed by Clark. Could be down for Thomas. Handball claims. Referee gives the corner. We've had 1 minute of added time. I would say there's got to be at least 3 minutes due to the injury sustained by Parton earlier on. That took well over a minute. Everyone back to defend this. And the equalising goal from Wilcox. Towering header. Dunkirk fight back to claim a point. Well, again, we do apologise if you hear me swearing here. A couple of absolute muppets over there having a go. So in added time, we have an equaliser. United so close to claiming the 3 point, but a leaping header by Wilcox, destined for the back of the net. And there's still time. There could be one last twist in this tale. Wyman lobs it to the right-hand side. Now Bosworth. It may be Dunkirk's win after all, but it bounces away from the number 9 in Nando. Now Kyle Carey. Kerwin Ellis. Dispossessed by Wilcox, who's attempted clearance, deflects off Ellis. It's kept in by Howes. Now it's with Bosworth. Downs. Here's Kyle Carey. On the halfway line, looks for options on the right-hand side, looking to find Joe Carey. It's like a touch off a Dunkirk midfielder. We've had 3 minutes of added time. The referee checks his watch. This could well be the final act of the match. Here's Ben Valance. Space on the right for Solomon. Valance going all the way. Aaron Solomon's on the right, but he doesn't need him. It's into Cairns. Played back to the goalkeeper by Burton. And that's the final action of a fantastic game of football. An unpredictable 90 minutes of total motion. Midland Football League Premier Division action. You never knew which way this match was going to go. And in the end, both sides share the spoils. The final score here at the Ron Steele Sports Ground: Dunkirk 2, Coventry United 2. And that will do us here on Coventry United TV. Thank you for joining us. We will be online once again tomorrow at Communications Park in Daventry. Coventry United Ladies versus Wolverhampton Wanderers Women. Kick off at 2 o'clock. And of course the highlights will be online tomorrow morning of this fantastic fixture. youtube.com/Coventry United TV. The place to find them. And I have a rather... let's just say he doesn't look happy. Alan Howe standing next to me. So while I go and run for my life, I'll see you tomorrow on CU TV.